Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Pretty boring day today. Not a lot going on, not a lot happening in the charts. Unfortunately, sometimes crypto is just boring. I don't know what to tell you. I agree that Pulse Play, it is a banger. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh! What happened today? We got a mighty dumperino in the charts. Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for being here. Happy Friday. We're getting started a little bit early today. We will be doing the daily close contest. The peak prize is $300 still for you to possibly make up some spot losses if you decided to sell the bottom like a weenie. But each your own. I'm not going to judge. I made 2 trades on my way home. I'm very excited. I made 2 trades. I had no idea what was going on. I'm driving home. I'm like, I should check out the charts. I open it up and I see I see ADA at the time down 50%. I was like, whoa, that can't be right. And I open up my trading account and I'm like, well, I'm just going to open up a long. Why not? So I open up a long and I'm instantly up like 170% or something. And I was like, what the hell? And I'm trying to close it. I'm driving. Don't trade and drive, guys. That's stupid. But ADA was down 50%. What am I going to not fucking trade and drive? So I'm trying to close it. It's not working. And eventually it closed. I don't remember. I posted it in the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, highly recommend you guys join. So the first one was 68%. The second one was 38%. Very risky. All of the exchanges were down and not working and stuff. What? All of this because Trump decided to tariff China in a month? Who cares? Crazy, insane liquidation wick. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of like falling in love with crypto again. This is the volatility that we have been missing entirely, 100% absent from the market. I'm okay with like up forever, over the course of like 3 years, getting like a 2x, big freaking deal. But this right here, I mentioned it yesterday. I said normally Bitcoin drops like 20% and alts drop 40 or more during the bull market pullbacks. Today is that first day, in my opinion, from what I've seen, today is the first day we've gotten bull market volatility. This is what I've been waiting for. This is where I thrive when it comes to trading. Otherwise, I got to crank up my leverage, and I don't like to do that. And then I get liquidated on stupid moves, and I just miss out. I trade volatility and I trade, momentum. And it just feels good, man. It feels so good. If you guys are panicking, I don't blame you. I was a panicking once upon a time. So I'm not gonna sit here and judge. This is a crazy move. Bitcoin touched 100K basically. All of the altcoins. This is better. This actually looks good compared to what it was earlier. Earlier it was minimum twice, probably 3 times as bad as this. That's crazy. Dave said, "Be greedy when others are fearful." 1000%. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Dave is going to finish this bull market out with FU money. He has the right mindset. Waterfly said exchange is still running low. Giovanni said I need that 300. Zach said, why you do this? Fahid said a very well coordinating dump, in my opinion. All right, guys, let's get into the charts like we normally do. Bitcoin currently trading at $113,142.04. Actually, looking relatively decent if you don't count this crazy scam wick. By the way, I don't remember who told us this. I don't think he's been on the channel in a while. Somebody once upon a time, probably like back here, told us that 102.169 was the 786 from the all-time high to 74.5. I don't know how they measured it, where they measured it, what all-time high they were talking about, maybe back here. I don't know. I have no clue. But that is literally where Bitcoin wicked to, at least on Binance for Tether. Crazy situation. When you see your lines start to make sense, it kind of trips you out. I was not expecting this monstrous dump. Touching the line on the chart, still tripping me out. Deathface said, shit. I feel it, man. I feel it. Let's go refresh the liquidation heat map and see if there's any bulls or bears left. Whoa. What a crazy day. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. Smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. No matter what happens, Bitcoin could go to zero tomorrow. Altcoins could wipe out their entire market caps. I would still stream. So, subscribe, smash the like button. It's completely free. Bitcoin liquidation. We got nothing below, which is actually insane. Up top, we got 117,913. Whoops, 117,913. I don't even know if putting this on here is going to be relevant in like an hour. This is like the trippiest day we've had on stream in a long time. 122,075. Billy said BNB wick to 852. Yeah, dude, I'm kind of stoked to go through everything and see what the heck's going on. We have nothing below us to liquidate. Zach said, sup with strike longs. What's going on with strike longs? What do you mean? Vahid said, I'm worried about what Asia is going to do. It's going to be, I mean, it's the weekend too, though. I'm not going to lie. And I don't want to say this because this sucks. And I know it's going to take so long and it's going to be so boring and stupid. I hope it's quick. But I would not be surprised if we failed this wick and then did something fun afterwards. Unfortunately, October may be canceled. And we might be looking at Upvember or Moonvember or whatever they call it. Giovanni said Asia going to see the wicks, but price will be recovered mostly already. Yeah, they're probably. I don't know. Everyone's been saying that this is Asia's response or China's response to the tariffs. I thought that was kind of interesting. Miguel Robinson said SNEK. Giovanni said they'll want to buy lower price. Waterfly said Asia smart will buy. Miguel Robinson said, wasn't there a crazy COVID wick before the moon? Yes, there absolutely was. I'm not supposed to say that word on stream, but I'm pretty sure I already said the F word, so it don't matter. Yes, there was. Let's actually go look at, let me see. I'm a little bruised up, man. I got like beat up at work today. Okay, there's a certain chart that I'm looking for. Is it this one? No. Maybe it is this one. It's not the psychology of a market. It's a different one, and it shows the crazy bear trap. Market chart, psychology, bear trap. I don't know. I'm sure somebody on X will post it and we'll find it eventually. But yeah, usually before remoon, we get a little bear trap going on. This is the chart that everyone always references. Maybe this is the depression, and then we're heading into disbelief. Wouldn't that be crazy? But yes, in past bull markets, there are always shakeouts before the breakouts. Every single time, like clockwork. Nobody ever believes it, or they're like, "Oh, that already happened." You know, it's always all over the place. Zach said, Strike said they were under heavy load on Twitter. Was just seeing if you heard anything about liquidations or things. I have no clue, actually. I haven't looked. I'm scared to look at my portfolio, Zach. On days like today, I just don't look. I just throw some money into it and I forget about it. Should I check? Should I look at my portfolio live? You guys can see my reaction. I'm not going to show you how poorly my portfolio is doing today. But you will be able to see my live reaction. If we get $50 in super chats, I'll live react to my portfolio. Disclaimer though, the portfolio will not be on screen. And yes, I am going to auction that off because today is a crazy day in the market, so sue me. Giovanni said hell no. Dream Tank said Miguel Robinson yes. Giovanni said China don't care. China is honey badger. That Pulse Player said I think it's ETF seeding. I honestly I would not be surprised. I saw an article. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. We got a bunch of banks teaming up for stablecoin. We got Russia allowing global regulations lifted or whatever. Where did I see it? It was like early this morning, just before the thing. Was it this? Yeah. 1.3 trillion. Morgan Stanley removes restriction on Bitcoin and crypto investments for all clients. And then a couple hours later, bam. Perfect entry. I'm just saying. What if I said $50 in super chats? Hat better come off.
Got 5
No.
on it. Can you peep dong/ADA lol as well at some point?
Yes, I will. I will do that. I'm supposed to mute my mic when that plays, but I'm not gonna do it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Zach, for the $5. Ladies and gentlemen, $45 remain for my live reaction on my portfolio. Unfortunately, Zach is gonna make me go look at Dong, which is gonna make me, maybe I'm not gonna look at anything except for Dong. Bam. Okay, nothing loaded. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, little red wick. Not too bad though. We got the Dong ADA specifically. Oh, I don't remember how to do that. I haven't switched to ADA in so long. Dong ADA. Ooh. If you guys want to maximize your ADA position for some psychotic reason, I suggest buying Dong. We had a space the other day. I like to hang out with the Dong guys. They're cool dudes. You know, it's not gay. It's just a bunch of guys talking about Dong. It's not gay. There's nothing gay about it. And one of the other guys came in and he was like talking about how he rotated a lot of his stuff into like different positions. And Zach goes, "If you would have bought Dong, you'd be up 65% or something like that." And I just went, "Oh!" It was pretty funny. It was funny stuff. What if I said it's gay? It's not gay. It's not even that gay. It's a little bit gay, but it's not gay. So I don't know what to tell you. You remember? What did Franco say? He's like, "Me and my buddies used to wrestle naked. It's not gay." It was like something crazy like that. And we were all like, "What? Are you sure?" I think you got groomed, Franco. Are you okay, buddy? Oh my gosh. So yeah, Dong looks pretty good. Let's get into our regularly scheduled programming, ladies and gents. We got our liquidation points. We got 19 people watching. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Subscribe if you're new. Daily close contest coming up in approximately 41 minutes. Or I guess 31 minutes for you guys to guess. So I will let you know. I'll sound off in the chat and let you guys know when you guys can start submitting your guesses. Until then, we're going to go through some charts. Bitcoin 113, 247.09 cents. We are down 7.04% on the day, which is actually quite enormous for Bitcoin. At one point, where's the 7.04? 3, okay, hold on. I'm going to guess we opened like up here. At one point, Bitcoin was down 15%. And I did mention just yesterday, bull market pullbacks for Bitcoin sometimes are in the 20% area. And that's 15 is pretty close to 20. I'm just excited that we're finally getting like some real volatility, some real momentum, some real volume. Look at this volume candle on the 4-hour time frame. Look at that monster. There's nothing else like it. There is nothing, even when we broke through 120K, there's nothing else like that monstrous candle. That's sick. Amazing, beautiful thing to see. Where's the money gonna come from? They're just gonna print it. Next, we got ETH is down 12.06%. Recovered quite nicely, actually. Got a pretty indecisive potential reversal candle here. If it closes like this, we are holding 38.36 at the moment. 38.35 is actually our midpoint support between 4K and 3,700. So that's quite interesting. Let's see. We kind of went both directions. ETH got a little bisexual here. Got a little dumpy. Got a little pumpy. And now it's right in between. I wonder what it's going to do. A lot of volume here. RSI incredibly oversold. Red down on the momentum wave. Downside oversold on the momentum wave as well. There's a lot of... I've been talking all week about oscillators reset, and it's really annoying. Unfortunately, this is the best reset that could have possibly happened, but it came at a time where the prices weren't really broken out yet, so we kind of reset the price as well. So just pretend that it's September 25th, and then you'll be fine. The ultimate question is ETH going to rebound and continue to the upside from here, or just like I predict with Bitcoin, are we going to close and then eventually maybe recover a little bit and then fill that wick and then continue? I could see this playing out. People would get all bullish, they'd open longs, get liquidated, they'd open shorts and get liquidated. Happens every single time like clockwork. This time around we didn't see it coming, the dump at least, but it was needed for sure. At least with Bitcoin. With alts, they just kind of reacted, so it is what it is. Tom Selleck's Goat said, bro, 22-cent Ondo. If you caught that wick, 6th link, that's crazy. Tom Selleck's Goat said, Trump taco 30 minutes after saying meeting with Xi canceled. Best recoveries will be best coins when we bull. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Giovanni said, say it louder, Tom Selleck's Goat. Fahid said, these politicians are going to buy the dip, and once shutdown ends, we pump, and they take profit? Yeah, probably. I have not checked my Robinhood. How's the stock? I know the stock market was doing pretty bad. Let me go check really quick and see if I'm down. I am actually not that bad. It's pretty similar to what it was yesterday. Cheers, guys. Oh, plug got a little bit shafted. Dude, APLD has been killing it. Applied Digital. That might be my best call besides Roblox and Reddit, which I fumbled, so I can't even claim those. Maybe we should go all in on stocks. That Pulse Player said, JJ, when does Asia open? Do you know? I think 9:30. It might be 8. Let me double check. I always have to ask Grok because daylight savings F's my whole internal clock. Let me ask Grok. When in EST time zone? Oh, geez, I pressed the wrong button. Time zone, do the Asian and other global stock markets open? See, now the difference right now is we're going into Saturday, so it's not going to happen today anyways. Billy said, $3 billion in liquidations. Tom Stockscode said, lost a ton of money in stocks today. Wrecked, bought more. That's the way to do it, man. That is the way to do it. I will say, today is the first day in Lord knows how long, like probably at least a year, that I personally have seen a mighty Morphin Power Rangers dip on payday. Kind of blown away about that. Pretty excited. Let's see if ETH can get back above 4K, and let's see if we end up filling that wick longer term. Short term, I just want to get back above 4K. Close above 38.50, that'd be sick. Sol is down 13.62% on the day, currently trading at 190.81. We lost 200. What did I say yesterday for Sol for my targets? I don't think I was looking for us to lose 200. I think that was the main thing, is I wanted to hold 200. So let's see if we recover to 200 within the next 36 minutes. Grok says 8 p.m. EST. Calculations suggest indicating possible error. Okay, yeah, that's probably has to do with daylight savings. Okay, Tokyo Stock Exchange, 9 a.m. JST, which is 7 p.m. Korea Exchange, 7 p.m. Singapore, 8 p.m. Shanghai, 8:30. Shenzhen, 8:30. Hong Kong, 8:30. So 8:30 p.m. And this is not going to be until Monday now. Or I think Sunday evening is their Monday. Our Sunday evening at 8:30, the Chinese and South Korean and Japan and all them stock markets will be opening. So, because the weekend, we kind of have nothing to worry about, but we've seen the weekend moves, at least under Trump's presidency. The weekend sometimes likes to get a little spicy. Yeah, guys, smash the like button. Otherwise, Waterfly will like cry, and it's really sad because he's on the older side. So, make the guy happy. Smash the like button. Okay. Yeah, Sol. Let's see if we get back above 200. 191. Honestly, Sol kind of held up pretty nice. It's only down 13%. ETH and Sol look really good here. They look really good. Everything else slowly recovering. Brilliant dips to buy for sure. Not financial advice. I'm a fan. That Pulse Player said, thanks, guys. Absolutely. Okay. So let's see if Sol closes above 200. Otherwise, we're closing above 184. That would make me happy. Total 3 down 11.93%. We lost 1.13 and instantly nosedive to 1 trillion. Can we close above 1 trillion? This is the important number for me. If we lose it, it's just gonna get crappy for a short period of time. Hopefully. If that was the top, then that prophetic post from what, Tumblr or whatever, that guy's probably feeling pretty good about himself. Tom Selk Scout said Link looks good on its recovery. Nice. So we had an uptrend. We broke down out of that uptrend. And we got a monstrous wick down to 830 billion, it looks like. At one point, this wick, or this candle alone, was down 24%. Jeez. So let's see this bad boy close above 1 trillion and then hopefully continue to recover. ADA's down 20.99%, currently trading at 64.48. ADA literally retraced, it scam wicked to its bear market lows. Never seen this before in my life. Like, we've seen the dip from the pandemic and all that stuff. I personally never saw anything like this. Bear market lows while Bitcoin's at all-time highs. I don't know what to say. Were there no buy orders? It kind of seems like there were no buy orders. Insanity. Absolute insanity. My retrace target for science was 42. Nope, it went down to 25. Incredibly oversold on the 4-hour time frame. Red dot on your momentum wave. Also incredibly oversold on market cipher. What are you going to do? 64.31. We're holding above 50. I think 54, 55 is the important level for some reason. As long as we're staying above 50, I'm happy. I said 75 for my target yesterday. That was my bearish target. This is like my we have to push back retirement target. This is my, I'm looking at another year in the bull market at the very least target. Or, you know, I'm probably not getting a house this cycle target. Oh, man. SNEK is down 21.31% as well. Pretty much mirroring ADA. It is sitting at 30. We lost, what, 25% basically from 40, which is insane. I don't know. I feel like we've been here a million times the past week, so I don't really care. SNEK is quite volatile. It looks like a snake on the chart, so it is what it is. Maybe a SNEK might have desensitized me entirely from the volatility, because normally I feel like I would freak out. I was driving when I looked at my watch list and saw all of this carnage, and I was like, whoa. I don't know what is wrong with my brain, but I was filled with excitement. I was like a kid in a candy store, and I was trying to open up my trading app, and it wasn't opening, and I was like, come on, man. And I just wanted to open a position. I was like genuinely excited. It was the weirdest experience I've ever had in my entire life. So I don't know what to say. XRP also holding up tremendously. It is only down 14.68%. The XRP army showing up in force. Currently trading at 239.08. Can it get back above 240? That would be ideal. That was actually my downside target, was 240 at some point. I don't know when, but at some point I put that there. This thing went, oh my gosh, all the way down to $1.25. Holy crap. Could you imagine being the lucky bastard that got this buy order filled? Instantly up 80, 90%. Good Lord. I'm kind of jealous, man. I didn't have any stupid low buy orders. Waterfly sets low buy orders like that. Did you get, what did you get filled, Waterfly? I know he's probably got a couple million now. Just because he had like $50 sitting on a ridiculously low buy order. Oh, man. Okay, let's see what you guys said really quick. Giovanni said, what did all of you buy? I bought Sui and Ando so far. That Pulse player said, cash is up. Fahid said, remember when crypto didn't like politics a whole lot? Shake my head. I miss those days. That Pulse player said, Zcash. Waterfly said, also bought Bitcoin at 109. Wow. Dream Tank said, the recovery is strong. I agree. Fahid said, Pepe looked like a rug today. LOL. I think everything looked like a rug today. 25, 30% pullback is fine, but when you get into like 50, 60, 70, 80, that's a rug. Giovanni said, I felt nauseous looking at my portfolio when it happened. Took everything in me to buy. Yeah, dude, you gotta, when you have strong feelings, you gotta do the opposite. At least that's what I do. Not financial advice, of course. Whenever I'm like, God, I'm gonna sell everything because I'm mad, I stop and I think, and I'm like, damn it. And then I think, I'm like, what am I gonna add to? And I can sit there and I do it while I'm mad. I'm like, add into my portfolio, and then the next day everything pumps, and I'm like, yes, acting like it was my plan all along, but like in the back of my head, my brain was like, you should sell everything. F this crypto thing. I still try to take credit for forcing myself to buy. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I made 2 chai lattes today to prepare for a potentially extra long stream. I gotta comfort my friends. We all have to comfort each other. It's gonna be one big gay comfort fest. Giovanni said, yep, I read that. Waterfly said I filled ETH AVAX orders today. Nice. So yeah, XRP closing above 240. It's gonna be pretty sick. HBAR down 20.16% on the day, currently trading at 1710. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like this isn't that bad, going from like 20 cents to 17 cents, 16, 17 cents. It says 20%, but like we knew this thing was going down to 20. We broke out of our ascending pattern and failed to even touch that for a retest. 20 was definitely in the cards. Going from 20 down to 16, it's just this current candle, it's down 16%. It's not as bad as everything else, it seems. I don't know why. For some reason, I feel like HBAR did a good job. They went down to 70 cents, though, so pretty crazy. All of these ways, I don't know how this actually happened. Genuinely have no clue how this happened. Were the order books that thin to where, like, just a couple $1 billion coming out of the market? Just, I don't know. I've never actually seen anything like this. I don't remember seeing anything like this last bull market either. Maybe it's just been that long. It's a crazy thing to witness for sure. Let's see if HBAR closing above 1644 would be totally fine. Closing above 15 makes me happy. Can it get back above 17? That'd be pretty crazy. 1783 even. Let's see what it can do. Oversold on the RSI. Momentum wave also oversold. I think it's safe to say everything is going to be oversold today. So, not financial advice. I'm kind of excited to see what Monday brings, to be honest. SWE is down 21.96%. Do you guys genuinely, I'm going to put a poll in the chat because I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys genuinely think that this is literally just because of a tariff on China? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Please divert your attention to the poll in the chat. Do you think this was caused simply by a terror threat on China, or is something else at play here? Tom Solixcode said, I mean, people had to be levered to the tits for this move to happen. I guess so. I guess I wasn't expecting it. It kind of makes sense. SWE is down 21.48% on the day. Actually got an alert that SWE was like hit a 90-day low when it hit $3 or something like that. And it went apparently way, way lower than that. SWE went down to 60 cents. It is down, or it is back up to $2.60. So if you would have bought that, scam, like maybe you didn't even buy the bottom. Maybe you bought just like this lower trend at $1. You're currently up 160% right now. That's insane. This, ladies and gentlemen, obviously don't try to catch a falling knife, but do buy the dip. Not financial advice. It's pretty crazy. Obviously, the pattern that we were tracking here is false, is incorrect. Now, what scares me, what frightens me a little bit here, is we've been in a lovely uptrend on SWE. Little bounce, little bounce, little bounce. And it was even like consolidating, maybe for a big move to the upside. But we have broken our lower trend line, which had 3 points of confluence. We have officially broken that, and we're about to get our first close below it. Is this going to be the fake out before the mommy makeout? I hope so, but you never know. We are more oversold than I think we've probably ever been in the history of anything ever on every single asset. But is that going to make a difference? Is that going to matter? Is anybody going to care? Market cipher, incredibly oversold. Everything's oversold. So can SWE close above 275? Closing above 250 would make me happy. If we close below that, it's going to get a little spicy. again, same situation as everything else. We do have to keep in mind the possibility of retracing and filling this stupid wick, this scam wick. So keep that in mind. There's going to be plenty of time to fill your bags. Hopefully, we are retiring by Christmas. Not financial advice. Ondo's down 20.19% on the day, currently trading at 70.55. Ondo doesn't look that bad either. My guess for a bottom bounce apparently was 80. We broke straight through that. We got a blue trend line here. What's interesting about this is we got 2 touches, a little fake out. Is this going to be a fake out as well with just a monstrous erectile dysfunction, erectile dysfunction wick down here going all the way down to 26 cents? Oh my lord. This did an ADA. Ondo did an ADA. It went down to 26 cents. Only problem is Ondo's at 70 and ADA's at 65. That's the difference in market cap. I'm going to blame it on the market cap. It takes a lot more money to move ADA. That's my copium for the day. What's interesting here is you got a double rejection of your moving average on the RSI. Incredibly oversold again. Look at the red. When the red starts to show up on the RSI, that's how you know stuff's getting real. That creepy, like, doomium cloud. This is like, sell your bags. I will say this is the ultimate start to Spooktober, in my opinion. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I've started uploading the Deep Sleep series on the channel. If you guys are into gameplay, it's a point-and-click horror classic made by Scriptwelder. In my opinion, the godfather of point-and-click horror. Brilliant game, super fun. I just uploaded the 2nd episode last night. Or this morning, I'm sorry. I think at noon. And I'm going to be playing the 3rd one today. Uploading that probably today, tomorrow. And then the 4th one just came out. I'm really excited to play that. That's the whole thing. We're doing spooky game marathon in honor of Spooktober and the spooky little dumparoonie we got on all of our bags. So if you guys bought, or if you didn't buy, maybe you sold a little bit. Maybe you're like, oh, I need to de-risk. I'm not a fan of this. That's okay too. 67% of you guys voted. I don't effing know, dude. Just do TA and shut the F up. Oh, we only have 3 votes, so just 2 of you voted for that. We got 13 people watching, guys. Make sure you smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Tom Selleck Scout said, LOL, the wick down basically touched the RSI. How's that? Yeah. How funny would that be if that actually, like, have... I feel like there should be, like, a satirical trading view where it does stupid crap like that. Like, where the price can break into the RSI. And there would be, like, a stupid little graphic of this breaking, and then the price is like, whoop. Uh-oh, I'm not supposed to be in here. That'd be stupid. I think it'd be fun, though. You'd be, like, doing TA, and your friends would be all confused. They're like, what the heck is that? Mine doesn't look like that. Like me, when I freaked out, I think I was high when I saw the stupid Doge dog for the first time. I was like, what is that? Or maybe I thought I was high. I don't know. That was the weirdest thing. And it's so random. It happens, like, once a month. The little dog pops up on the side. Pretty charming experience, I'm not gonna lie. What if you could sue TradingView? If I was like, I'm kind of white. If I was extra white, I would sue TradingView for like psychological trauma. Like, they made me think that I was crazy, and I went to the doctor because like once every like 7.5 days, the Doge dog would pop up on the chart. I'd probably win too. I wish I could sue people for money. White. That Pulse player said, watch all-time high on Bitcoin today. Dude, that would be the ultimate gut punch. The all-time high on Bitcoin today. That would be freaking hilarious. It is at 114, 487 and 99 cents. Honestly, looks kind of good for it. I'm not going to lie. Ondo, let's close above. I would love to see it get above 72. But again, closing above 50 is ideal. Where above 70 would be even better. With 67.31. Probably where I'd want to see it. Close at least in or above this area. And then go from there. Oversold on RSI and Market Cipher. Tom Silkscoat said, bro, you're basically transparent. I mean, like, my blood. I'm so white that if I was so white that my blood was white as well. He's like, white blood cells. Adam Salem said, what happened to Polkadot? Polkadot's coming up soon. Let's go straight to Polkadot. Don't let me forget I'm on Arrow. Polkadot is down 24.88% on the day. Let's see. Same thing that I heard in everything else. Oversold. Currently trading at $3.05. We lost $4 and immediately came down to 3. This thing did, though, wick all the way down to 62, 63 cents, 64. That's crazy. Insane volume candle. Every single thing, every single asset in the crypto market dumped down this hard. What's interesting about Polkadot is Polkadot actually seems like it was well suited for this dump. We got 1, 2, now 3 touches to this downtrend, which a downtrend usually breaks bullish. What if Polkadot led alt season? Nobody would ever expect that, honestly. Everything else was in an uptrend, lost the uptrend, and is now in a, like, probably establishing downtrend. Polkadot has been in a downtrend, and it has the potential now, hopefully, which I think would be sick, to maybe touch and go on that trend line. Polkadot's the first coin that I've seen today that looks like it still has structure left. Like, structure that's not inherently bearish. I was looking for a parabola once upon a time. Maybe it's just a larger parabola. But yeah, pretty crazy chart for sure. Losing $4. Hasn't been the same since. That, dude, the wick going into the volume candle and how big the volume candle is compared to all the other ones. They had to shrink the other volume candles because of how big this thing was. Otherwise, it'd probably be covering up the entire freaking chart. That's crazy. All right, Aerodrome down 17.48%. Beautiful recovery, honestly. This thing broke below $1 and like insta-wicked down to 30 cents. And it is back at 87.39. Very nice recovery. Closing above 86 would be ideal. Honestly, getting above 90 would be even better. Can it do it? Still, even if it closed at 90, probably be incredibly oversold. Same with the RSI. Momentum wave, everything, all signs point to oversold on all of these coins. I'm going to continue to say it. That'd be crazy if this thing got back above $1 before the close. But let's see if it gets above 90. Worst case scenario, I'd like to see it close above 86. Painlake is down 21.57% on the day. We did unfortunately lose our structure, but I guess 21.5 is pretty bad. I was going to say it's not as bad as all the other coins, but I gotta remember this thing, for some reason, the candles are smaller than they actually appear. 21.6%. Doesn't look that bad when you look at it like this, but when you realize, oh shoot, this is 21.6%. That's pretty bad, you know what I mean? So we lost 39.93. There really is no structure down here at all. I don't know if the price has ever been this low. So uncharted territory here for sure. Oversold for the first time since the bottom back here in June. So technically, no, there's nothing actually. It's a lower low. Number go down. Eventually, we're going to have to get a rebound. RSI is incredibly oversold. Momentum wave barely oversold, which is interesting. Fahid said 2024 was Bitcoin and memes. 2025 was Bitcoin and big cap. What big cap? There's like 2 big caps that hit all-time highs? What will 2026 bring? Bear J guess. 2026 will bring the stock market. It's over for crypto. 2026 will bring high stablecoin yields. JSure 2.0 said, JJ, what have you done? You've effed us all. Yes, I have. You're welcome. Render is down 24.03% on the day. Lost $3. And we're currently sitting at 246, below 260. Close above 260 would be ideal. As long as we close above $2, I'll be happy. We are incredibly oversold on RSI and the momentum wave. Volume like crazy. This thing wicked all the way down to 50 cents. It is now $2.46. If you would have bought that Pico low, you'd be up 352%. Oh my gosh. That's what I mean. I don't understand how, like, this move alone happening is insanity, but then getting bought up? That's like twice as insane. That's like double the insanity. So I don't really know what to make of this, if I'm being completely honest, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out tomorrow and they were like, there was a bunch of chart errors. Tyler's camping. That's a good idea. I'm about to go camping. Tyler, where you at? Send me some coordinates. I'll meet you there. Should we guys? Let's just all go camping. Let's do JJ's Cryptic Corner meetup at KOA in Wisconsin or something. We'll all just overdose on cheese. Tom Selleck Scout said Trump meets with Xi, announces a deal for the 13th time. Markets pump into Christmas, then get the F out of the market. I mean, yeah. Get the F out. I don't know about, but yeah. I'm definitely going to be rotating assets for sure. But yeah, they're definitely going to announce a deal. I think the whole purpose of this and the November 1st situation is kind of like a let's make a deal before this implements. And, you know, Xi Jinping being who he is probably going to let it implement first and then make a deal afterwards. He's going to call his bluff. Or maybe Trump's going to chicken out again. Who knows? Waterfly said, sounds like a circle jerk going to happen with cheese. Absolutely. We have to get the hats first, though. And that's why we're going to a campground. It's easier to clean up. Yeah, render. Let's see if render gets above 260 would be awesome, but closing above $2, ideal. Stellar doesn't look that bad, down 14.36%, actually holding up a lot better than a lot of other alts. Broke below our little trading range, which we were aware of. We had already done that yesterday. We lost 36.51 and immediately giga dumped all the way down to 16 cents. Came all the way back up to 32.39. Closing above 32.13 would be awesome. If we got above 36, that would be even better. But 32.13, let's close above that and call it. Continue up from there. Oversold. Nothing to it. We're gonna go through the daily as soon as I'm done with all these. I'm gonna click through the dailies really quick. Polkadot, we already went through. Farcoin down 39.41%. Lost 40. Can it close above 40? That would be ideal. Oversold. Farcoin might be done. It might be a fart you can't trust. Well, man, I don't think that that's a good thing to say. The fractal definitely didn't work out. We've officially, I think it's safe to say, what do you guys think? Have we officially decoupled from the fractal? I think we've decoupled from the fractal. What's interesting is that wick really kind of came down to here. It didn't even, like, it could have gone way lower. There's 2-3 cent down here. This thing only went down to 16, 17, which is, compared to where it's been, not that bad, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, we got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest. We'll go through the rest of the charts when we're done. Waterfly said I haven't trusted farts in years. Cass went all the way down to 4.7. It's at 5.5 right now. Not recovering very well. I've been talking about this. Cass has not been looking good. That lack of recovery is a little spicy. 25. Ugh. Avalanche 25.3. Oh my gosh. Avalanche went down to 8. Oh my gosh. 21, 23. Not bad. All right, let's get Bitcoin. 1 minute time frame. You guys get 25 seconds remaining until you guys can begin to guess for the daily close contest. Chance for you to win up to $300. If you're unfamiliar with the rules, let me know, and I'll go over them. Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We do this every single day. It's a ton of fun. Join the Discord in the description down below. That's also completely free. Ton of fun. Lots of good alpha in there, especially the stock. The stock channel in the Discord is genuinely, like, it's full of brilliant, and it's not super active. You can just, anytime anybody says anything, just go buy it. Not financial advice, but I've kind of done that. And I've made money off of these stock picks, so it's kind of lucrative. Not financial advice again. Let's get Tyler's in first. Tyler gave us an early entry. Mr. Tyler currently holding the lead with 114,669.01. We've got, oh, I don't want to put that penny in there. Tom Selleck Scope with 113,350. We've got Giovanni Fontes with 114,989.69. Giovanni said facts, all stock picks, been a banger in there. It probably, you know, it's pretty much like a stock market for dummies right now. You could just throw money at the stock market and make money. But we all feel good about ourselves, and we're going to talk about it like we did a good job. So if you doubt us and you think what I just said, then F you. Let's see your picks. Imagine, gosh, could you imagine how crappy that would be to like buy a stock right now and do bad? Imagine buying a stock, like building a portfolio, and your portfolio goes negative in today's stock market. That right there is what altcoins feel like. Any altcoin outside of the top 10 has been underperforming compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like the good performing stocks, and the altcoins are the rest of them. The very small handful that's not performing that great. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Once again, a chance for you to win up to $300. It's completely free to play, and anyone can win. The normal prize is 100, but thanks to our generous members, Mr. Tyler and Mr. Robbers, for matching the prize. The prize is currently $300, which is pretty sick. J Shear 2.0 coming in with 113,444. Billy. Oh boy. There we go. Coming in with 114,995. Waterfly coming in with 1. You know what? Waterfly guessed 1 yesterday. Is he the reason this happened? It's kind of suspicious, Waterfly. A little sus. Are you a Fed? That's like the ultimate insult. I'm sorry, Waterfly. I didn't mean it. Adam Salem. Another badass name in the chat. 114,650. I will say, I feel like we have a lot of J names for some reason. We got Giovanni and J Shear. Is there any other J names, or am I just making it up? Janix, Giovanni, and J Shear. Drimmer. Maybe that's what it is. Yet there are a lot of J names. My name's JJ. I may or may not have just accidentally hit myself in the nuts. We'll find out in a minute. the time delay. Butterfly said, wait till you see what happens in the next 19 hours. I'm going to be sleeping for 19 hours after this stream. You know what's really sick? My internet connection is flawless today. There's not as much chart data coming through. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Once again, chance for you to win up to $300. You got 1 minute remaining to get your guesses in, and then there's a hard cutoff. Rules, if you're not familiar, it is Price is Right rules. So if your guess is over the Bitcoin daily close price, then it's immediately void. But closest without going over wins bragging rights. If you nail the first 6 digits, you win $20. If you nail all 8, then you win 300 smackaroonies, which may replace 1% of your losses from today. Bitcoin 112,980 and 1 penny. Any other guesses for the daily close contest? 17 seconds remaining on the clock. My hands hurt, man. I've been digging holes in dirt that's been compacted from a fat ass excavator. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating. Let's get these bad boys up on the board. Bitcoin 113.59.65. Billy coming in with 114.995. What the hell? Billy, you didn't tell me you had your own stock. Billy's trading on the S&P 500 right now. Billy Driver. Did I get him up there already? I did. Interesting. Okay. Well, that one's going away. 114.995. I got yours, Philly. Yep. Giovanni, 114.989.69. All right. Giovanni and Philly really mushed up there. It's kind of cute. You got Tyler coming in with 114.669.01. I like that Tyler's like, let's renovate the house. And then in the middle of renovating the house, he's like, we're going camping. 114.650. And that is Adam Salem. Adam and Tyler getting all snuggly too. It's kind of gay up in here. Oh, too bad, Tyler. Too bad. It's too late to apologize. Too late. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Watch them copyright me for singing. That would be the ultimate, like, watch them not copyright me now, and then I'm gonna feel like a dumbass because I sang it bad. Oh my gosh. Alright, where are we at? We got J Shear 2.0. Tom Selleck scoped with 113,350. Okay, I just accidentally stole J Shears for Tom Selleck scope. My bad. I'm getting distracted. That's a good song. 113,444. Oh my gosh, you guys are snuggly too. What's going on here? You guys coordinate this. Big gay fest. Waterfly's the only one that's by himself. I'm gonna just put Waterfly down here manually. Waterfly represents $1. Uno Doloroso. That's how you say that, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Tom Rock Life said Trump wants all the Bitcoin, lower price with fear, then sweep it up. That's also a possibility for sure. All right, let's go close our poll. 47% of you guys said no, there's something else at play. Let's close this bad boy and see what the results are. Survey says, ding, 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 ding. Ooh, 17 votes. What? Did you guys smash the like button? Bitcoin 112, 951 and 50. Oh, 993 and 50 cents. We've got 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining on the clock. Do you think this was caused simply by a tariff threat on China, or is something else at play here? 47% of you said no, there's something else at play. 35% of you guys said, I don't effing know, dude. Just do TA and shut the F up. And 18% of you guys said, yes, no conspiracy. MFers sold bags. 17 votes total. Smash the like button. We've got 1 minute, 32 seconds remaining in the clock for the daily close contest. I just realized, or remembered, a game that I need to play on the channel. Probably live stream, and it's probably going to make me crap my pants. I forget what it's called, though. I got to try to remember what it's called. It's such a good game. Bitcoin 113.14 and 113.30 and 33 cents. I can't talk. 113. What if I said I'm at 35%? Nice. Tyler said I gotta go. I ain't gonna win. I got non-electronics relaxation to enjoy. That's a good idea. Enjoy, Tyler. Happy weekend. Happy Friday, my friend. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, 53 seconds remaining. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner currently. Waterfly is in the lead. Oh my gosh, look at that. Are we going to get a tremendous spike to the upside? Or are we going to get a daily close at $112,871.01? 39 seconds remaining on the clock. What's it going to be? A lot of wicks to the downside, indicative of some buying pressure. We are not oversold on the 1 minute time frame, but we do have a green dot on our 1 minute momentum wave and 2 unconfirmed green dots on market cipher on the 1 minute time frame. And oh, actually we are oversold. It depends on where the candle goes, but we are oversold right this second on the 1 minute time frame. 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Waterfly still in the lead. 112, 829 and 86 cents. Are we going to get a crazy pumperoonie, or is Waterfly going to take it? 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. Bitcoin daily close price 112,774 and 50 cents. I repeat, 112,774.50. 112,774.50. Congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. It's been quite a while. Waterfly coming in with a guess of 1. Taking home the prize. Sometimes it pays to be bearish. That is the ultimate lesson. Let's go back to the 4 hour time frame. Clear the board. Congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. 4 hour time frame. Big fat wick to the downside. And after the close, the price is still turning red. What's it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas. Mr. Waterfly. Yay! Congratulations, my friend. Let me add you to the winner's Google Doc. October 10th will go down in history as the day Bitcoin exploded to the downside and made alts go to literally zero for the first time ever. Waterfly moving on up with 10 wins. Told you guys the entire board is moving up collectively. It's kind of cool to see. October, y'all are taking it a little too serious. I'm here for it. I like it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of $1 and an actual Bitcoin daily close of $112,774.50 on October 10th, 2025. Mr. Waterfly's prize is a poverty hot dog bun. Congratulations, Waterfly, on your victory. I would not recommend sharing this with anybody because you're going to need all the rations you can have with the price of Bitcoin as it stands right now. But if you're a little bit picky, you can maybe cut or rip off so that we don't have to use any dish soap because, you know, we need to be conservative at the moment. Rip off the crust and divvy it up amongst your fellow competitors just so the daily close contest doesn't get too boring with them starving. You know what I mean? A folded piece of sliced bread, which once upon a time sliced bread was a delicacy, so, you know, check your privilege. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. Quite possibly the funniest technical win. Waterfly coming in with a guess of $1, taking home the prize. Congratulations, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, where were we? We did CAS Avalanche up 0.39 cents to close. Avalanche ended up closing just below $20. We closed, where did we close? $20.68? I'm sorry, it closed above $20, just below $20.78. So I'm actually kind of okay with that. I like that. Closing above 20 looks good. Let's see if she continues to the upside now. Let's get a bullish engulfing and then continue. What if I said that's a hot dog bun? It is. Yes, it is a poverty hot dog bun. That's, yes. I will literally show you. I don't know how good this is going to look. I titled it Poverty Hot Dog Bun on my desktop. Okay, let me see if I can get you to see it. I can go to the big webcam, and then I can go like this. It's going to be mirrored, so Poverty Hot Dog Bun. Oh man, good stuff, good stuff. I need to reset the webcam now, I think. Okay. I'm going to be bright for a second. Oh! All right. Coach said, hi, we are Cooker. Did you buy the discount alt season in 2027? I think 2026 is going to be fun, for sure. I do genuinely find it funny, though, that big banks just, like, lifted all the regulations. Your head that big, scary. I have a bigger one. There's a bigger webcam option. I can just stretch myself. You guys want to see how big I can get? Oh! I'm just kidding. Oh man, this is what happens when the price dumps. Congratulations, Waterfly, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash the like button. Or don't, and tell me that I need to do charts or something because you want to smash the like button, but you don't like what's happening right at the moment. All right. We went through CAS. We looked at Avalanche. Let's see if the Avalanche continues up from here. It actually looks decent. Coach said all in roulette for recovery loss. I think number go up. I'm pretty confident. Maybe not from here. Like I said, we might get a bounce, fill the wick, and then go up from there. I would not be surprised if that happened. Chainlink up 0.75 cents the daily close. It did close below 17.5, but it closed above 17. So are we gonna, break back above 17.5 and then continue up from there? We are again incredibly oversold on all time frames. Probably we're gonna look at higher time frames when this is done. Doge. Man, let's see where Chainlink went down to. Chainlink went all the way down to 8. That's not bad, actually. It's at 17 right now. Closed down probably 22%. Doge down, or up actually. Doge up 1.52 cents. The daily close wicked all the way down to 9. Currently sitting at 19. Not bad, actually. Not bad. Broke below 25, went down to 19. I mean, that's not even that big of a loss. 22%. I guess it's the same as everything else. It's just relative. Near's up 1.26 cents the daily close. Actually closed above 234. Currently sitting at 241. Can it get back above 250? That'd be ideal. Barely oversold. Interesting on the RSI. And Momentum Wave was not oversold at all. Why is Near such an anomaly right now? What is happening? Whoa! Near actually held this line. Holy cow. Near had... I think I said that yesterday. Near has structure. That's crazy. Let's see if it continues up from here. That'd be interesting. It did at one point, though. Wick all the way down to 156. Interesting. Pengu down, or up 2.41 cents to daily close. It did close above 22.58 after losing 30. Got a little dicey. Went all the way down to 5.9 at one point. It's currently sitting at... Oh, wow. It went down to half of a penny. It's at 2.4 pennies right now. So let's see. From current price, thereabouts 75% from where it dumped. 80. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That is insane, dude. Insane. Silver still chilling at all-time highs. 50.12, up 1.87% on the day. Absolutely breaking records. DXY, nobody cares. 98.85, big deal. MicroStrategy. I'm scared for MicroStrategy come Monday. Currently sitting at 300. I genuinely believe this is make or break. If they don't bounce from here, I think it's going to get dicey. Is it going to do the same thing that it did right here, maybe? That'd be kind of crazy. Be kind of stupid. That would make me mad because of how stupid it would be. But let's see. I'm still looking for a $500 target if it can bounce. Again, $300 is my bare minimum. If we lose that, with any sort of conviction, so far we've wicked, but we have not closed. If we lose $300, then I'm calling it quits for strategy. Not financial advice, of course. You know, you're supposed to buy them when they're oversold and crappy. So I'm just being a little dramatic. Forgive me. NASDAQ down 4.47%. Insane giga dumpage on the NASDAQ. Is it needed, though? We got up, 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 explosion, no retest. Retest, perhaps? Maybe we got to go a little bit lower even. Can we go down to 23.6, 23.7? And then bounce off of that. We are incredibly oversold in the 4-hour time frame here as well. Interesting. And S&P down 2.71%. Is this going to go all the way down to 64.40? I feel like that's possible for sure. Let's see what happens. Bitcoin dominance 60.52. Ben Cowan is actively pleasuring himself to Bitcoin dominance. It is overbought on the RSI. Not that that really matters. Nobody really gives a crap, to be completely honest. It did touch 62 too. Hopefully, this is a solid rejection and alt season begins today. Artifice says strategy will drop below 300 in winter. Buy up then. See, I don't want to, though. Why wouldn't I just buy Bitcoin? Bitcoin is literally outperforming strategy. And it's in Michael Saylor's best interest for people to buy Bitcoin, so. Let's see. That Pulse Player said, can you review Undead Games? Maybe. Giovanni said, bought up a lot of S&P today. Nice. Okay, Bitcoin, still chilling. 112, 593 and 32 cents. Congratulations, Waterfly, once again on your victory. Enjoy your poverty hot dog bun. Let's get to some news segments. TechDev posted yesterday, 22 hours ago, just after I got off stream. Never been a 4-year Bitcoin cycle. Never been the halving. Always been the business cycle. That previously inflicted every 4-ish years right near the halving. How do you know? Because it's also explained every other aspect of Bitcoin's chart. It's at a bottom, not a top. Interesting. The question is, what is it at now? Now that it has dumped tremendously. I would like to see what TechDev has to say about that. Watcher Guru posted Bank of England calls for stronger stablecoin regulation. Don't ever listen to the Bank of England for anything. I think they're pretty illiterate. Not financial advice. This is what I've been talking about. Everyone's like, do you think this is going to do good or that? And when it comes to stablecoins specifically, Major global banks are collaborating on plans to launch joint stablecoin initiative. This is exactly what's going to happen. There's either going to be a bunch of stablecoins ran through one thing that are almost aggregated, and you're never going to know, like, oh, you have 5 different stablecoins in your bank. You're just going to know you have this much US dollar value in your bank. You're never going to care what's under the hood, you know what I mean? This is the other aspect to that. A bunch of big players get together and they make their own stablecoin, and that's the big one that people tend to use. There's probably going to be an aspect of both of those, but this right now is probably going to at least try to take some market share away from Circle and Tether. Russia to allow banks to conduct crypto-related activities under strict regulation. President Trump threatens a massive increase on tariffs on Chinese products coming into the United States. Oh no! Justin, 200 million liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 15 minutes. That was 8 hours ago. I don't think we knew it was going to happen. $1.3 trillion Morgan Stanley removes restrictions on Bitcoin and crypto investments for all clients. And then suddenly the price crashed harder than it's ever crashed this entire bull market. Coincidence? Michael Saylor says there are no tariffs on Bitcoin. He is right. There are also no green candles. President Trump considers pardoning Binance founder CZ. He probably should, I'm not going to lie. Everyone can say all day, oh, he's a criminal. And he did get sentenced, whatever. He did technically break the law, but I think it was a technicality. He broke the law the same as Al Capone. Evaded taxes. You know what I mean? $1.65 trillion wiped out from the U.S. stock market today. Pretty crazy, not going to lie. President Trump to impose 100% tariff on China starting November 1st. So let's dump everything. $250 billion wiped out from the crypto market today. That was 3 hours ago. Ladies and gentlemen, number go down. Turns out, number go down. Ooh, we're getting a pretty delicious recovery from alts here. Look at that. Did you buy the dip? Not financial advice. Is it going to last? I don't know. Is this alt season? Is this the rotation into altcoins? Very much could be. Over 5.5 billion liquidated from the crypto market in the past 60 minutes. That was 2 hours ago. Pretty crazy. 1.65 trillion wiped out from the U.S. stock market today. Marty Party posted, bottom is in. Spot buy zone, low leverage, long, stop loss 5%. Number go up. Jorge Diaz Alonso posted a scared face. I'm right there with you. Right there with you, my guy. I will say though, when you feel that way, not financial advice. In my experience, when I feel that way, it's always the best time to buy. John316 said, JJ, I bought the dip. Smash the like. Appreciate you, John. I also bought the dip. Probably gonna buy a little more. I paid my bills. I got no other expenses for the remainder of the week besides groceries. I do have to buy groceries. I agree, John. John said, man, what a great crash. Loving this. I felt, and this is maybe borderline problematic, I was literally working all day. I'm working in a field outside. I have access to the internet, but I'm not, I'm not like, oh, I'm actually working. I don't check the chart at all. I check the chart up until like noon, maybe 1 o'clock, and then I work the rest of the day. I'm driving home, and I'm trying to get home quick so that I can stream. And I open up TradingView, and I see everything is down like 50, 60%. And I was like, whoa! I freaked out. And I genuinely, in my soul, I felt excited. Which is the first time that this has ever happened since this bull market started. And I'm trying to get my app to work so that I can actually open a trade. Nothing's happening. I finally got it. I open up a trade. I'm instantly up like 60, 70%. 150. Like ridiculous numbers. And it keeps going up and down. And I'm like, close. And it's like, confirm. And finally, I actually got it to close my trade. I think I posted them in the Discord. The first one was up 68%. The second one closed at 38%. I'm a momentum trader. I'm a volatility trader. If there's no momentum and no volatility, I can't make good trades. I suck at trading without those things. I'm so excited that this happened today. Jorge said, I bought the dip though. Very nice. Dream Tanks TV said, all we can do is smile and buy more. Exactly. We have to do that. The old man meme where he's like, but like he looks like he's in pain. I can actually do the face really good where he's like, he just looks like he's in pain, but he's smiling. That's what we have to do. When you feel like it sucks so bad and you're pissed off and you want to sell, not financial advice. I buy and I hate it. I hate it so much, but I still do it. And it works out every single time. Tia and Akash, I'll take a look at those in a minute. Wag Me Down the Street said, this is the dip people buy at the end of the bull market that dips more into the bear market after. It might be. Jorge said, I was trying to buy sooner in the dip, but it was crashing. Yeah, it's spooky trying to catch a falling knife. It really is. All right, let's see. More news. Marty Party posted a bunch of whiny bitches in the comments. Block them all. The 50% pullback was clean. Total massacre. This is all in response from China to the Trump tariffs. Congrats to those watching the liquidation levels who bought that insane life-changing dip. The cycle is reset by spot. Learn from this. This unlocks new highs. The floor is 100K confirmed. All open interest was reset, which we have confirmed. Let's actually see if there are any new liquidation points to the downside. Dude, bulls ran away with their tail tucked between their legs. They are scared. They are genuinely scared. Wow. So up top we got 117,913. Yeah. And then it goes up from there. Jorge said, I mean, the app was crashing. Yeah, I couldn't do anything, dude. I got home. Coinbase wasn't working. I got it up on my laptop. I got it to work on my phone, thankfully. But it was I was like, man, good thing I like have spot positions. Otherwise, I'd be pissed. Like, I'd love to buy the dip opportunity. I'll wait for the dust to settle if I have to, but I want to buy it when it's down. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. That's how you know the market's heating up. When the apps start not working, then you know something real's happening. As soon as Coinbase goes down, Bitunix, Ourbit, MXC, KuCoin, all that stuff. Instant opportunity every single time. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. All right. Next. Kobe SE letter. What just happened? At 10:57 a.m., President Trump canceled his meeting with China and said massive tariff increases are coming. 40 minutes later, the S&P 500 erased 1.2 trillion of market cap. Is this a buying opportunity? Let us explain. John 3:16 said, I stuffed my bags. It's a last chance. I think we might have more chance if we fill that wick, but I get it for sure. Go check out this thread if you're interested. Breaking, in a rare exception, the U.S. Labor Department will publish the September CPI report on October 24th, even during a government shutdown. This will be published just 5 days prior to the highly anticipated October Fed meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me why the government is shut down, which allegedly means these people are not working or not getting paid or something. I don't know. And they can still publish this data. Why did it should be automated. It literally should be automated. There should be no human interaction required for this information. It's ridiculous. J Shear 2.0 said, I can see a wick bill for sure. It would shake out a lot of hands for sure. We got current situation. 1, oil prices are below 59 a barrel for the first time since May. 2, 10-year note yield is down 10 basis points to 4.05%. 3, natural gas prices are down 5% to new monthly lows. 4, copper prices are down 5% and biggest drop since July. Poor copper, never even got a good run. All the other like rare metals are doing really good. Copper's literally just like got a scam rate to the downside and never recovered. 5, the Fed is expected to cut rates 3 times in 2025. 6, S&P 500 is still trading up over 32% in 6 months. Is the trade war accomplishing all of Trump's goals at once? I don't know. I wish that they would stop like relying on deadlines and stupid dick measuring bullshit. My favorite, in my opinion, the most masculine, like Giga Chad energy outcome would be if one of the two just stepped forward and said, this is what I'm offering. Let's get this over with. Instead, Trump's like, I'm going to impose tariffs. And Xi Jinping's like, I'm going to wait until after the tariffs to even consider making a deal with you. And they're both like, no, I'm not even going to talk to you. We're not even friends anymore. And it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm trying not to swear on stream, but F both of those old turds. They both have stupid, ugly faces as well. I said it. S&P 500 closes down 2.7% and posts its largest daily decline since April 10th as President Trump prepares massive tariffs on China. The S&P 500 erased $1.5 trillion in market cap today. What a day. There has never been, and there will never be, a more exciting time to be in the market than now. Anything can happen on any day amid the trade war, AI revolution, government shutdown, Fed rate cuts, and the list goes on. Embrace volatility. It's opportunity. I agree. Volatility is life, man. I feel it. I feel it in my soul. We got breaking. President Trump announces a 100% tariff on China starting November 1st and export controls on any and all critical software. It has just been learned that China has taken an extraordinarily aggressive position on trade and sending an extremely hostile letter to the world, stating that they were going to, effective November 1st, impose large-scale export controls on virtually every product they make, and some not even made by them. This affects all countries without exception, and was obviously a plan devised by them years ago. It is absolutely unheard of in international trade and a moral disgrace in dealing with other nations. Based on the fact that China has taken an unprecedented position and speaking only for the USA and not other nations who were similarly threatened, starting November 1st, 2025 or sooner, depending on any further actions or changes taken by China, the United States of America will impose a tariff of 100% on China over and above any tariff they are currently paying. Also, on November 1st, we will impose export controls on any and all critical software. It is impossible to believe that China would have taken such an action, but they have, and the rest is history. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. Fuck yes. I'm sorry. That got me a little amped up. That's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that whole situation happened. They can take the fucking gains if they want. I don't really give a shit. This is pretty badass. This is like Game of Thrones level betrayal. From a letter to, it's so Game of Thrones. Was it? Please, I really hope that it was a physically mailed letter and there was a wax stamp on it. What a badass situation. I'm sorry. This is kind of cool. Politics are getting fun again. What is happening? Okay, we got Hyperliquid. User lost $21 million after a key leak per PeckShield. Always safeguard your private keys and double check wallet security. Guys, be careful out there. I'm not trying to be the guy that's like, oh, make sure you have 2 wallets and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, if you have $21 million, don't keep it all in one place, man. Come on. Diversify your wallets. $21 million? I feel bad. That's such a shitty situation, but you gotta be a little more respect. You got $21 million. Waterfly said, good thing about paper towels from Costco the other day. I'm set for a year. Yeah, maybe we should all just stock up on stupid shit that China makes. Oh yeah, I don't buy anything that they make. Oops. Cointelegraph posted, fear is back in the stock market for the first time since early May per bar chart. I believe it. People are scared. And last but not least, we got Cointelegraph. Bitcoin's taker buy-sell ratio on Bybit spiked to 12.68, signaling a surge in aggressive long positions. Interesting. Let me see really quick. Stock Money Lizards did post short-term, heavily oversold everything intraday bounce incoming. That was 3 hours ago. And I think that's pretty much it. Bitcoin Archive posted 3 hours ago. Reminder, the last time tariff wars nuked the markets in April, President Trump tweeted out the exact bottom. Not financial advice. This one's pretty good. We're gonna end it. We're gonna end the news segment on this beauty right here. 110K Bitcoin a month ago. 110K Bitcoin now. It's so true, dude. It's so true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin currently trading at 112.6111. Chilling. Congratulations, Waterfly, once again on your victory. Enjoy your poverty hot dog bun. Portfolio update. What is the damage? I know you guys have all been wondering. I've been wondering as well. I have not looked yet. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is officially down $257. We've got one asset in the green. Solana is up $11 since our buy, which is pretty impressive. The rest are red, starting from the bottom. Fetch is down $53. Aptos is down 40. Render's down 36. Shib is down 36. Otto's down 30. Doge is down 29 or 21. I'm sorry. Yeah, Near's down 21. Proppy's down 19. Ada's down 18. And Sol is up 11. What if I said CRV got whacked, never recovered? What? A lot of people like CRV. Dang, imagine adding to the perfect entry portfolio right now. Billy said, JJ, can you talk again about filling today's wick? Does that mean a second capitulation? I wouldn't call it. See, if we fill the wick, I think it'll be slow. Ooh, CRV did get wrecked. Well, 33%, yeah. 76 at one point. Whew. It is similar to this, though. You're going to do... That's like a upside down inverse head and shoulders. Like one of these. Okay. Yeah, Philly. I think this is totally speculative. So, again, as always, not financial advice. Shut up. Bitcoin. I'm going to go over to clean chart for you. Has this monstrous wick. I would not be surprised to see, if we fill the wick, a slight recovery and then a very, very long-term dip, fill the wick, and then continue to the upside. That would be, in my opinion, a double shakeout. You wreck all of the people going long. All of the open interest is completely wiped out. Reset. Markets reset. Whatever. I personally, I guess I've never witnessed a monstrous wick like this on a higher time frame that just kind of gets ignored and then the market goes up. I'm not saying it's impossible. There's plenty of times that I just haven't witnessed things happen and they probably never happen again. I just think it's probably likely that we trade like this for a couple of days and then we come down and everyone's like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And then they're like, screw it, I'm going short. And then the price goes bam. We've seen it happen a million times. This right here would probably put the RSI back to overbought. And then this right here would probably put it to oversold. These people are going to open shorts like idiots, and then the price is going to go insane, and the RSI is going to go insane. We're going to make new all-time highs. Alts are going to go crazy. None of this is financial advice, total speculation, but that's what I think is a possibility. For sure. Bitcoin, 112, 264, 96 cents. Chilling. It is officially the weekend, so don't expect any crazy moves, but we might get them because sometimes they just happen on the weekends for some reason. I don't know how they do it or why. It's just something that happens, I guess. Interesting. Interesting thing to observe for sure. I'm scared to trade, but I want to trade. Like, I haven't felt the desire to trade in a long time. Today, I want to sit down and, like, open trades. JShear 2.0 said, later Gators back to work. Take it easy, JShear 2.0. Appreciate you. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Friday, my friend. Is Jordan still streaming? Let me see. I get alerts when he goes live. I feel like I haven't gotten an alert in a long time. Okay. No. He streamed a month ago. He's uploading videos, though. Okay. What if I said Night J? Next portfolio update. We've got the Memecoin portfolio. Kind of got decimated, dude. This thing got complete carnage. What if I said no clue he died, right? No, he's uploading videos. Maybe they're pre-recorded, though. Memecoin portfolio down $342. Is that right? Yeah, $342. This thing went all the way down to like $4.50 at one point. Jeez. We've got... all of them are in the red, actually. Everything is negative right now. Wow. Was not expecting that. I think Pepe was number one here for a little while. Holy cow. Giga Chad is down $134. SNEK is down 60. WIF is down 57. Pepe is down 56. And Doge is down 34. Whew. AI created videos by the crazy GF. Oh, shit. Dude, the crazy GF, that situation is so messed up. When she came into his chat, I was like, who you... There, I don't know. I don't like, you could, in my opinion, you come into the chat and say the things that she said, there was no way anyone was going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so messed up that Jordan acted that way. He didn't even do anything. I think he dodged a bullet. Again, it's none of my business, whatever.
Took 25 min for TX to show up in my wallet Ada wallet.
25 minutes, 4 transactions. Holy cow. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, dude. Coinbase is out of whack. Everything's out of whack right now. People are panicking. They're either panic buying, panic selling. Everyone's freaking out. They're all flocking to all of their apps to, like, I don't know, rebalance, I guess I would call it. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Bet one and bet two. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Byron said Bukele portfolio crying. Damn, I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. All right, narrative portfolio, down $93. $93 in the red. This is the first time this portfolio has been negative in a long time. Was trading ADA on Strike. How's Strike going? Strike's one of my favorites. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Don't tell me. I'm scared because that's one of my bigger bags. If they got decimated, I'm gonna be devastated. I'm really trying not to look. Waterfly said I keep logging into Coinbase to hide others off. That's dark. That's so dark. That's messed up. Waterfly's got like 10 virtual machines going to log into Coinbase on all of them to like kick 10 people. All right, narrative portfolio down $94. Again, this is the first time this has been down in a long time. This is the first dip, probably in the last like 10 dips. This is the first one where we're actually negative. We've got one asset still in the green. Starting from the bottom, the rest are red. Starting from the bottom, VeChain is down $43, 43%. Fetch is down $38. Mana is down $14. Pepe is down $3. And Tau is up 2. Not bad. Not bad. Honestly, VeChain, probably the only one in here that's just going to not perform good at all. This portfolio, if you're wondering, is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, one real world asset coin, and one gaming coin. And once upon a time, it was killing it. Now, yeah, it's not bad. Just not great. Could be better. We'll see how fast it recovers, though. And then the perfect entry portfolio. Ooh, big hit. The perfect entry portfolio. Initial investment, $1,000. We added one coin every big dip, every significant dip, every time something like this happened. Not as bad as this. Every time the bull market was over and Bitcoin was going to zero, we added an asset. You guys voted on every single one. This is your guys' portfolio. And you guys actually built a pretty robust, pretty strong portfolio. I like it. It's the best performer for sure. Only down $153 at the moment. We've got 2 assets green. The rest are red. Starting from the bottom, Render's down $42. Avalanche is down $38. The Graph is down $32. Pith is down $28. Ondo's down $20. Sui is down 15. Crow is down 1. ETH is down 1. Sol is up 4. And Chainlink is up 16. We've got 2 now. 2 in the green. Solana must have had a big spike up. Very nice. Bet 1 then bet 2 says Strike only down 50% on 30 days. Okay, 30 days, not bad. You scared me with the 50%. Okay. Yeah, perfect entry portfolio, hold up really nicely. I like it. I'm happy with it. Let's see. That's it for our portfolio update. 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. Yep. Bitcoin 112, 122 and 7 cents. Old all-time high at 111,999 and 79 cents on Binance for Tether specifically. Is that going to act as our interim support? I hope so. It looks pretty strong. Let's see if it maintains it though. Some alts are recovering. SNEK is up 2.3. HBAR is up 0.27. Ondo's up 2.88. Render's up 3.68. Render definitely needs it. Cast is up 1.75. Avalanche 1.79. Doge up and down. Chainlink 0.64. Pengu 2.68. Nice. Silver. Nobody cares. Silver's just like having a great time. Everybody else is dying. Silver's like, hey guys. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. What do you think? Are we going to recover? I think we're going to recover. We'll see what happens, though. It's going to be a weird weekend, I think. Could be pretty interesting, though. I have plans tomorrow to shoot the first graveyard video. It's going to be in honor of spooky season. Waterfly said, we going down? I mean, technically, the candle's red, so can't really argue with that. Nice retrace. People are saying 90K is the target. I do enjoy the hindsight predictions. You know, Bitcoin touches 100K, and they're like, we're going to 90. And then it bounces up to 112. They're going to insist that we're going to 90 now instead of changing their tune. We might go to 90, but we're at 112,000 right now. Have to take a breather. Giovanni said, well, even if we don't, only 4 years till the next, right? Yeah, maybe we should all hedge a, like, 2x short with half of what's left of our portfolio. I'm just kidding. That one that Bet2 said, as long as no more bad news, sideways first. See, what's nice, though, is that the bad news just pressed in this, like, monstrous thing. Like, this pandemic-level event that's not really, in my opinion, that bad at all. This is the most, like, knee-jerk reaction dump I've ever seen. What if I said I can't buy any Bitcoin above 100? What's going to happen if a trade deal is met tomorrow or freaking Monday, whatever, you know, who cares? I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. This is weird. I don't mind it. I like the opportunity. Like I said, I was kind of on cloud 9 earlier, which is so strange. Never ever in my life, like, you hear about people being like, "Oh, I'm excited for this and that," and it's kind of annoying. I never thought I would be that person. I was literally like giddy. And on the way home, I was like, "Oh my gosh, volatility!" Again, though, keep in mind I have not seen my portfolio yet, so my tune might change really quickly. If I refresh and look at my portfolio, I have not looked at it yet. I'm gonna just not do it. I gotta wait till Monday to see if this stupid police report is available for me to get this damn check from this insurance company for my van getting smashed in a parking spot again. The poor damn van. I'm gonna fix it this time because it looks like crap. Man, ridiculous. Came at a good time though, apparently. Oh yeah. Bitcoin 112,441 and 4 cents. Congratulations, Waterfly, once again on your victory. Enjoy your poverty. Hot dog bun. I think I need food, man. I might go make dinner. Been going for an hour and a half. That's not too bad. Should we plan on doing a stream later, or only if something happens with the market? I don't know. Join the Discord, guys. You guys can give me some insight. Let me know if you want me to go live or not. Waterfly said your portfolio probably down 22%. See, 22 I can handle. I don't think that it's down 22% though. I think it's probably down like, I don't even want to know. I don't want to say the words. It's probably down like 30 or 40 or 50%. I hope I'm wrong. I'm mentally preparing myself for the worst case scenario. None of the assets that are in the watch list that I hold are down that much, but Waterfly said only if something happens. Okay. All right. Well, we'll plan for that then. If I do go live, I'll probably play a video game, and like unless something is happening, obviously. But I might go live playing a video game in a little bit. Otherwise, just look for uploads of video games. I got some cool random creature footage again today. I got like a cool bird flying, a butterfly that I might upload as a short. So feel free to check that out if you guys are like bored, retired gardeners. Anyways, As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Friday, and good night.